It is our hope that finding answers will be a step toward helping this community begin to heal.
Those answers are still slow to trickle in about what caused a building at a Middle Tennessee plant to explode, killing 16 workers. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Investigators released new details giving us an idea of what happened when the Accurate Energetic Systems plant exploded back on October 10th. Here's what we know so far. The explosion happened on the first floor of Building 602 in the Bucksnort area of Hickman County. The building was primarily used to make cast boosters. In this case, those are explosives used in the commercial mining industry.
Investigators say 24 to 28,000 pounds of high explosives detonated. They have searched hundreds of surrounding acres, conducted hundreds of interviews, and poured through 14,000 documents AES turned over to them. What's most important, of course, are those families left with a hole in their hearts.
2 families are still waiting positive identification of remains from the site. All 16 families are planning funerals.
And as our Amanda Roberts shows us tonight, their neighbors are doing all they can to bring color back to their worlds.
2 weeks after 16 people never made it home.
We're starting to come to a conclusion.
Flowers bring color to a site of grief and mourning.
It really saddens me that we still have 2 souls that we have not been able to locate.
Investigators crawled on hands and knees for answers to identify remains of all 16. Through that work, they found where it all started, the lower floor of Building 602, where AES housed a container used to mix 2 different kinds of explosives together for commercial mining. The investigation will continue now in labs off-site, including work to identify the remaining 2.
I can lay down my head at night and say that I think we've done the very best that can be done.
This has been, several days and a lot of long hours, and the support has just been overwhelming.
We pour every ounce of energy and love into every arrangement that goes out these doors.
Those flowers, a sign of mourning and healing, are arranged by hands of loving neighbors feeling that same pain.
When they're standing at the desk, placing an order, and when they cry, we get the tissue and cry with them, We're blessed to be able to help families in need. Wilma goes above and beyond. She donates a lot of stuff.
Wilma Elliott and her niece Candy Breeden treat all like family at Waverly Family Florist. Through floods and explosions, Wilma's arranged and donated flowers for too many funerals.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make it and you cry, and sometimes you make it and you remember happy times you've had with them and you laugh. When their hearts hurt, our hearts hurt.
Absolutely.
Grief can make a community feel bleak, but sometimes the gift of color,
It warms their hearts and helps them know people care.
Can be a small step towards healing.
It maybe gives them some comfort just to look at something beautiful past something tragic.
Reporting in Waverly, I'm Amanda Roberts for News Channel 5.
And investigators say they won't give up. They are still working to identify remains of the 2 people who have not been identified. We are also keeping tabs on that GoFundMe created to help the families impacted by this tragedy. The fundraising effort created by Dave Campbell and the Hickman County Times has raised more than $46,000. We now know that money will be given to the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, which established a separate fund along with AES to help the victims' families. The foundation will distribute the money trusted nonprofits and to faith-based organizations to help with immediate needs like funeral expenses, housing, and food assistance. If you want to give, we have both links on newschannel5.com.